Well, I'm back again, and today we're going to review a new tequila Blanco. This is something that I checked out recently, which was Cascahuin, I think is how it's pronounced. I found this at my local purveyor. I usually go to Total Wine and More. They have a pretty decent tequila selection. I hadn't heard much about this, but I did find it on, I think, tequilamatchmaker.com. It was additive free, which is what I look for. It's a Blanco. Why not? It was reasonably inexpensive. Let's check this out and see. First off, plastic cap. I'm not a purist that way. I do, however, and this is me being completely biased. I do really like that these have a plastic cap, this little lip here, because it means that it does not dribble and I waste less tequila. That's just me and what I've noticed. I think that works a lot better. So let's give a good hork of this and see what we think. Enough to get a good taste. I'm going to do a beer review after this. So let me see. My reading glasses are over here. So I think of this bottle fondly. I think it introduced some new flavors. And again, this is just a Cascahuin Blanco. It's in Jalisco, Mexico. Jalisco. Okay. It's in Spanish on the back, which I can't translate quite as easily. Let's see if there's any additional information on their website. Cascahuin. And then here we go. Cascahuin family, Cascahuin Blanco, land of Arenal, Jalisco, being one of the favorites within the region. Give some like tasting notes. View clean and bright, giving a natural amber color of the worn barrel. The smell has a fragrance of raisins, small aromas of almond, peach, and golden peanut. Interesting. Natural flavors are denoted to the wood, American oak barrels, and at the end, a sweet taste of cooked agave matured in the barrel. When passing the drink, you feel silky while drying the mouth. Is that it? Oh, interesting. I wonder if they cut that somehow. Okay. This has some different notes. Offhand, I will say that this is not necessarily my favorite tequila, but I was surprised when this introduced a slightly new flavor profile to me. It's rich, robust, sweet. There's a little bit of spiciness, almost like, oh man, I don't want to say cardamom, but it's not. It doesn't smell like cardamom. It's just something similar. Maybe peach. Hey, and that's one of the reasons I don't read the stuff first, because it says peach, and I'm like, okay, did I plant that in my head or did I pick it up from having it? I don't know. It's pretty rich, robust. I feel like the little bit of wood it mentions, even though it's a Blanco, I don't know how long they can put it in a barrel before it becomes a reposado. I think by law it has to be like a certain time frame, like several months to be a reposado. Now, the other piece is I'm sitting here and I'm smelling it long enough that I'm developing this scent profile, and it's usually a good sign when I want to sit and smell the tequila longer than I spend just drinking it. Looking over their website, I wonder about this Cascahuin 48. Um, it looks like it's a small production. Looks super interesting to me. My tastes are growing, it looks like. And for this, let me see here. This is made with a Tahona, as I guess the one that I'm having currently is not. I find that interesting. Let me go back up and see if I had the screen set up weird. That's why I couldn't see something. Nope. It just looks like it cuts off there. Interesting. Well, let's go back to the flavor profile again. Or the nose, I should say. It does have those notes, a little bit spicy, but it's mellowed a little bit in the glass. It's not like overwhelming. I do get that little bit of like, I could get raisins. They talk about aromas of almond. I don't quite pick up. The golden peanut is more interesting, but spicy burst. That reminds me more of clove. Slightly sweet, but it's not overwhelming. It's not, margarita sweet. It's not like sugar. I still get that note. I wonder what that is. It reminds me of cardamom. And it's not like, I think cardamom comes in black and green. It's not exactly that, but mineral, vegetal. It's warm, it's robust, and come on, guys, plastic cap. Are we going to be biased about a plastic cap? What do you think? Does it make the tequila, the packaging, not as good? Do you assume something different? Like a friend of mine years ago, I'll never forget. I had a bottle of, I think it was a bottle of scotch, and it had a real cork, and he was like, "Ooh, it's got a real cork." That was, because he drank a lot of cheaper, like Canadian whiskey, and I find that really interesting because it does factor into my enjoyment of the beverage, just like being on the website. And by the way, it is tequilacascahuin.com is their website, tequilacascahuin.com. Let's see on here what they've got about their tradition. And I love this stuff just a little bit because it's given me a little bit more context about what they're doing and where the family is from, how the stuff is made, about the humidors. Let's see, Cascahuin family. Did we pull this something before? No, it's just the different drinks. Let's see, check the process again. No, there's nothing really here. Oh, okay. So there's the pinas. Pina is related in Spanish to the same word as pineapple. That's what it kind of looks like. Let's see. The cooking process, you can see where it's darkened and sort of caramelized there. The milling, which I'm assuming is mean grinding it up. The Tahona itself, I don't know if all of their tequilas are from a Tahona. Some people say that they feel like it gives the tequila more of a certain minerality that they really enjoy. Then it's the fermentation, the tanks, the distillation, and the bottling. Interesting. Ooh, back to the main page. Let's go in here. So it's rich, spicy, robust. Again, I get that little bit of, it's almost like clove or cardamom. It's somewhere in there. It's a spicy kind of medicinal note to it. It's not as sweet as I remember it. It's actually fairly mild. I mean, there's a little bit of sweetness. There's cooked agaves with the sugars, right, in the fermentation process, but I don't find it to be overwhelming. This again, it's not my favorite. I would not discourage you from buying a bottle of this. And I think offhand, I don't know what this cost. This might be the bottle that I would use to make a Palomo, to make some sort of mixed drink, maybe a margarita for a lady friend. I think this is good enough to be a sipping tequila. I'm actually wondering on their website, those other ones that they listed, the one with the Tahona and then the 48, I wonder what they're like. But again, I've sat here, it's like a scotch. I've sat here and smelled it, tasted it repeatedly. It's a solid tequila. Yeah. I mean, it's not in my top 10. It's not like mind blowing to me in its flavor profile. But I also think this is maybe part of the process of me becoming a snob. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm preferring, certain tequilas or certain flavor profiles because of what I've had previously. You guys check out Tequila Cascahuin. This is the Blanco, of course. You can check that out at tequilacascahuin.com on their website. And I'll see you guys again soon on Salud with Robert Gardner. Thank you guys so much.